Hello, welcome back to Business Review's Media Corner here at IM World 2017. We're gonna attack, so to speak, a difficult topic from my perspective, but an industry which is growing rapidly in Romania, I think, and is also helping the economy. I'm also always talking about e-commerce. I want to ask you a general question about the outlook of the e-commerce market next year here in Romania. What are some of the challenges you see on the local market, and what are some of the innovations you are bringing in the industry?
So beside the excellent points on the logistics that Florin just made, I could touch perhaps on the technical side of what we'll see over the coming months and next year. On the technical side, we'll see a lot more mobile, and I think this will come in the form of progressive web apps, so that even people, even without installing the app, could get an app-like performance from the website. And then I think we'll see the rise of augmented reality a lot, especially since Apple came on board with it on its newest devices, and we're seeing some players like IKEA playing with this concept and allowing you to place the furniture inside your house and then purchase it directly. We'll see some races in artificial intelligence and big data, so that recommendations can be made for products in a more intelligent manner. And of course, we'll see websites going faster and faster and trying to make more intelligent functionality for their users.
Vlad, I had a different question for you, but it's also for all of you, because I'm visiting some of these online retailers, and they have a poor experience in terms of, especially on mobile. Okay, the market is growing rapidly. People are buying more and more online, but what do you think has to happen on the owner's side? Because some of those sites are quite bad.
So what we're seeing currently in the industry is that more and more products are moving to the SaaS thing, SaaS type of model. For example, even 3-4 years ago, to create a search that's as performant as the one on Emag would be something that would be just completely unavailable to a small merchant. But today, with services like Algolia, they are becoming something that you can afford with under 100 euros a month. So we are seeing more and more availability on these types of services. On the mobile side, for example, having a mobile app is something that makes a lot of sense for a big player like Emag. But for a small store who maybe has 50 or 100 orders a month, it doesn't really make sense to invest into an iOS application, into an Android application. And what will happen on the mobile side there and really improve the experience is the progressive web app approach. What that will allow is to add the application to the home screen and behave just like a native application, work offline, load content very fast, send notifications to the user. So it will become more and more harder to distinguish between an application that's installed from the App Store and what's progressive web app. And the advantage there will be that the store owner needs to invest in his store, in his web presence that works on desktop, on mobile, and can offer this experience to everybody without having to double or triple his investment into other platforms as well.
Okay, and another question that I had, and I also talked about this earlier, is the rise of cryptocurrencies. Okay, maybe some customers are using Bitcoin. Are you going to develop a platform or update your platform so you could accept such payments going forward, or do you think this is a growth area?
So on cryptocurrencies, I think currently worldwide cryptocurrencies are used mainly for investing. Due to the volatility, if you look at Bitcoin at the beginning of the year, it was around $1,000 and now it's $4,700. So it's not really a currency that you buy in order to spend, you buy in order to invest and be on the growth. But as it will stabilize, I think it will become more and more used, and then players like Emag will catch on and others in the market will follow that trend. So it will happen in the future, but it's not necessarily something very urgent currently.
Do you see room for more consolidation on the market?
I think that traditionally creating an online shop was something that was very expensive to do. So if you have to spend 10 or 15,000 euros to create an online shop, it's something that's not really available. But as I mentioned, with SaaS technologies like ours and other products, it's becoming more and more accessible for you to go online, invest 1,000 euros to become online, and then invest in some marketing and some connections with marketplace channels in order to start your sale. So I think due to the lowering of the price end point, we'll see more and more people going into e-commerce.
Some of the retailers that still have brick and mortars, let's call them, are still growing. So they're not going under or closing their shops. Why do you think this is going on the Romanian market?
Currently in Romania, the e-commerce is 8 times lower than the European average, while in UK it's something like 4 or 5 times above the European average. So it's clear that a market like Romania will catch on. What we saw over the years is that 10 years ago, when you looked at shopping fashion online, people said it wouldn't work because you want to try it on, you want to feel the material. Today we're seeing big players like Fashion Days having a very important role on the market and selling a lot. A few years ago you said that you can sell food online. Now all the major players are starting to enter this market. So I think we'll see more and more players moving to the online from the offline, and I think lessons internationally, like brick and mortar stores being closed in the US, with the most recent example of Toys R Us filing for bankruptcy. Yeah. I think it's a lesson that other big offline retailers will look at and treat it like a Kodak moment. So adapt or become obsolete.